So I never quite know what to expect when I ask Smiters the question. And this has come overwhelmingly on the side of trust Gavin and accompany him. Oh wait, no it wasn't, sorry. Ask Gavin to take you to the Temple of Neron. We just have to... Bollocks, I don't actually know. Hang on, I'm going to have to recount. Balls, I only counted the ones who said trust Gavin. Oh, Tenarium! Okay, recount done. I think it's 10-7 in favour of Ask Gavin to take you to the Temple of Neron. That might not be the exact score, because I'm doing this at the time of recording, and by the time you guys go back and count the comments to see if I was right, well, I mean, more comments would have been cast. But now I'm right! And if I'm not, at least the Temple of Neron definitely won. Also, post note, we are going back to calling Davet. No, Tyrone, sorry. Someone said we should stick to our guns, we made a mistake, but you only learn from them and they make you stronger. That and calling a woman Tyrone is quite funny. Neron was only one. You lower your sword. He defeated Slack despite the odds. I can find aid if you'll only guide me to the temple. I can do that. I am the warden of Ashkaraneth, but there has been trouble at the river. You must cross the river to its source and then go up the mountains. Reason advises against it. The land talks to me. Someone or something is rousing old evil. That sounds terrifying. I suddenly feel like we've made the wrong choice. That's why I came as a warden from the valleys. The river doesn't flow as it should, yet the gods told my people that it would never dry. Could it be the orcs? Probably. I don't know. Gavin turns to look at you. Yes, I noticed that, thank you. A faint breeze ruffling his hair. Ruffling, come on. It looks like he washes that shit every 5 minutes. It's like, no, they must be golden locks. It can't be ruffled. You think that he is handsome in his way and wonder what your father would have thought of him. Did you see our father? I'm not sure he'd approve. He wears a ranger's garb and carries a sword of elven make. Take me with you to the river and then I'll go on my own and be out of your way. You determinedly sheathe your weapon, you will not be left behind. My father was taking me to the warrior games. I can ride, use a sword, I'm even good with a bow. You have a long journey to finish. Yeah, I know, I think I'm going to die as well. I'm not going now. You must understand, I can't just leave him here, without a burial or a tribute or anything. At the temple, maybe I can find another warrior or the gods to help me. He shakes his head. You are young and pretty, even for a human girl. Racism? The wastes are harsh, Tyrone. I must follow my duty and send you back to my people where you'll be safe until I guide you past the mountains. I'll come back and get you when I know what disturbs the Ashkanareth. I will help the caravanners if I can. But that's my job. Gavin raises his head and whistles. At his call, a horse appears, trotting from the shrub-covered hills in the distance. He gallops on the horizon, growing magically nearer and nearer. A horse of the purest white dabbled within the grey of storm clouds. I don't know, it just looks like a shit unicorn to me. It looks like a unicorn that's had its horn chopped off. And he sort of resorted to drugs and alcohol. I mean, look, it's white, glorious. It's a bit black there. It's a bit black there. You know what causes black, kids? Meth. Wouldn't do it. See? It makes your huge snout go black. There you are. That's not true. He is truly a noble animal. You catch your breath at his beauty. He stops in front of you, pawing the ground. Stormseeker, I have a human who must be borne back to the valley. Will you carry her for me? The large brown eyes of the creature consider you with intelligence. You think of appealing to it, anything to keep from getting left behind, or your quest will end before it has begun. Now, so much to that. Plead with him, think of something else. Alright, well, yeah, pleading with people never got us anywhere. We're Tyrone, Avenger, Warrior, and Revenger person, the thingy. I won't beg you. You turn away, you aren't very good at tears anyway, and you don't think Gavin would listen. But you've an idea and look up immediately. Test me. If I'm not good enough, then I'll go to your valley, but if I can prove I can keep up with you, take me with you. Alright then, wits as well as skill, agreed? I'll pick one trial and you the other. Oh, this is going to go terribly. You nod, wondering if you've done the right thing. hell. that may as well say, you done fucked up, boy. I pick a foot race, you against me. If you're in that armor, I'm fine. That's not fair, you're an elf, I can't possibly keep up with you. Oh, okay, they're really quick. You wish to test? Besides, I'm only half-elven. If you want to keep up with me, you'll have to prove it. And your choice of trials? You think quickly. A riddle contest. I'll ask, you answer. If you can't, I win. Doomed from the very start. This contest is a little one-sided too, for elves have little knowledge of human humour. But you have to do something to offset the race. He's half elf. Oh, God. Fair enough, riddle away. You think quickly of your favourite your father taught you. Okay, listen carefully. 2 legs on 3 legs holding up 1 leg. Up jumps 4 legs and steals 1 leg. 2 legs throws 3 legs after 4 legs which drops 1 leg. What has happened? Stormseeker appears to whicker in approval and paws the ground. No fair telling him. Long moments go by as Gavin thinks. He stands on 1 foot and then another as if trying to figure the riddle out. A tiny wrinkle appears between his eyes as he frowns. He does look slightly befuddled. Oh my God, if we actually got something right, I will be amazed. I give up. A 2-legged man sits down on a 3-legged stool and eats his 1 leg of mutton. His 4-legged dog jumps up and steals the mutton. The man throws his stool at the dog, which scared drops the mutton and runs off. Stormseeker, oh my God. What is that? What are those teeth? You look like a horse. Stormseeker gives a horse laugh. And even Gavin laughs at himself. That's a good one, Tyrone. I must remember that, because giants love a good riddle. Never know when you have to drive off a giant. Alright, you've wit enough, but are you fast enough? Well, I hope so, after getting the riddle right. To that far tree, and you must keep up with me or pass me to win. Are you all ready? You don't feel anything of the sort, but you must abide by your own rules. You nod. Go! The 2 of you sprint away. The ground is broken and uneven. Rocks brush, thrusting out of nowhere. The ranger draws away tirelessly, his feet barely touching the ground. It seems impossible to catch up with Gavin, and you must continue with your quest. You stumble and nearly fall. It gives you an idea. If you call out you have fallen, Gavin will return for you. You can cheat, passing him then. We don't want to seem deceitful. That's a terrible idea. Rule number 1 of visual novels, never lie. It will always come back to haunt you. You pant, not wanting to think of cheating, though you guess it couldn't really be called cheating, just using your wits again. No, it's cheating. You're fast, and you might be able to catch up. Gavin seems to be slowing. You are desperate as the tree draws closer. You don't want to be left behind and sent away to the valleys. See, every time they say taken away to the valleys, I'm always thinking taken away to Wales. And for those people that don't live in England, it's a horrifying prospect. Ugh. You take a deep breath and run faster, wondering what you should do. Cheat and cry out, or try your hardest to win fairly. Run fairly. We're not crying out. Knowing that your quest is for Honor, you run your hardest. Stormseeker snorts by your side, his silvery mane blowing in the wind. As you stumble again, you reach out to save yourself. Your fingers accidentally grasp his mane. Suddenly, you feel the pulse of strength. You feel as if you could run 5 ever. The tree looms ahead. Your feet are flying. Gavin is just in front of you now. With a deep breath, you overtake and pass him just as you reach the tree. You and Stormseeker slow to a stop, and your hand slips from his neck. The elven horse whickers wisely as you lower your head and take deep breaths. He must have magical powers, for surely you could not have won without him. So we've cheated anyway. Oh, Lord. Gavin walks up slowly, also trying to catch his breath. You have won. I have indeed. Though you had some help. I didn't know. No, you didn't. You won fairly, Tyrone. You have won your right to accompany me. Aha! Yes! He said we won fairly. Therefore, if we cheated, he probably wouldn't have. See? Rule number 1 in visual novels/game books. You don't lie. It's terrible. He straightens suddenly. There is a faint noise in the wind, which you cannot quite catch. Stormseeker throws his head up, nostrils flared. Gavin motions for you to be silent. Trouble. That is a pack of wild dogs looking for prey. He signals for you to mount Stormseeker. I don't want us to be dinner. The yaps and howls come closer, raising the hairs on the back of your neck. They are hungry and near. It sounds like they're... I'm just trying to listen. It sounds like there are 3 sort of medium-sized dogs. But I'm the least dog person in the whole world, so I am not a good sort of judge of that. Yeah, let's go with that, though. You know, you can either fight them or try to slip away, hoping they've sent another game. The dogs might scatter if you charge them, however. The 2 of you hesitate as the howling approaches, just on the other side of the ridge of the rocks. Why can't we get on the horse and run? A horse is as quick as the dog, isn't it? I didn't miss anything, did I? Clearly. Alright, well, slipping away is the best idea here. Can I save it? No, we're not going to save it. We're going to do this properly. Slip away. Gavin motions for you to put away your bow. He puts his hand on Stormseeker's soft muzzle as the magnificent horse tosses his head nervously. With a gentle word, he begins to lead the stallion down the rocks out of the range of the pack. You aren't nearly as nervous as Stormseeker. They are at your back, though still far away enough that they should not be able to see or smell the 3 of you. Yeah, they look like they could tear us to shreds. Quick question, why has that dog got more teeth than that dog? And why are you smiling? Are you enjoying this, you sick, perverted bastard? How dare you? Chills run down your spine. You press your knees tightly against Stormseeker's dapple grey flanks. The stallion tosses his head again and his muscles ripple in fear beneath you. The terrain is rocky. Gravel rolls from under the stallion's hooves. Suddenly, a flat rock gives way. Shit. With a high-pitched squeal, the horse goes down and you are thrown as your body twists in the air. You remember to go limp. You land heavily and your head crashes into the dirt and the world goes dark. Did I just die? Just imagine he's sitting there and going, oh, for fuck's sake, not this again. Oh, well, we appear to be fine, though. You awaken with fiery stabbing pains all through your body. Your head feels like a drum. Even the cool fingers stroking your forehead don't help much. How on earth does he have cool fingers? We're in the middle of a fucking desert. Are you all right? There are 2 blonde, handsome elven rangers staring at you. You blink until there is only one. When you try to answer, he places his fingers gently across your lips. Don't talk. Just kiss me, Hardy! I would punch him, though, so that's the thing. You're hurt, but not seriously. I can't take you across the desert like this, Tyrone, and you have brought feelings to me that I don't understand. I can't risk your safety. Stormseeker is favouring a leg. He may be lamed. Both of you must come home to my green valleys to heal. So after all that, we had to go there anyway. You realise his arms are tightly around you, and it is the best feeling you've had for days. The caravanners. I promise I'll send someone after them. Your quest will be fulfilled. They'll probably die. I'll even come back myself if you're feeling better, but I don't want to leave you alone until then. He twists around as the faint sound of the wild dog pack fades away entirely. Can you stand? Probably not. Yes, I think so. Good, it's a long walk home, but you can lean on me all the way. Excuse me? You hitting on me? Whoa! Jesus! That's not leaning! That's not leaning, that's a full-on cuddle. It doesn't seem like as much as prince and princess as it seems sort of like father and daughter, however. I mean, he does look a lot older there. Gavin helps you to your feet. He holds you tightly for a long moment. Is it your imagination, or do you see things in his eyes that you never saw in another's eyes before? What, the colour violet? Probably. Could it be the beginnings of love? No, we'll die before then. You aren't sure, but you know that you suddenly have all the time in the world to find out, as the 3 of you begin a brand new journey. Onward! I wonder if you can die during the prologue, because that was the prologue. This adventure has come to a close, but... What? I fall in love with a guy and we fuck off? Every part is only part of the story. Oh, hell no. We are not leaving that there. We are going back and fucking fighting those wolves. Balls to that.